law enforcement these days is kind of at the front lines of three very key issues: homelessness, addiction, and mental illness. And while we should have a role in those three major issues, we shouldn't be at the front lines of it. We should be viewing a lot of these things as the public health issues that they are, not as criminal justice issues. Many times we end up policing what we're afraid of or what makes us uncomfortable. An individual may be simply disoriented or doesn't have anywhere to go, and the policeman, very limited options, ends up having to incarcerate. When we deinstitutionalized mental illness many years ago, back in the 60s, we were supposed to build a safety net around it so that those individuals could get the treatment and care that they needed. And instead, that infrastructure was never built out.
I've had my jobs. I've had my money. I've had a car. But when you get a certain age and you're not being hireable due to mental illness or some other things, and you lose everything, the only thing you got is with clothes on your back. And it just continues.
When we don't have the right solutions, we do a lot in an attempt to help someone, but really it's none of the right things. And so it's very difficult for me to say that there's anything any one of us can do other than support the creation of rehousing systems, see these individuals as human beings, and believe that there is a solution when we can bring those two things together.
The thought of not knowing where your next meal is coming from, that's pretty bad. And the way that people look at the homeless, it's really bad because people are quick to be judgmental. Like, she ended up in this situation because she's lazy, she doesn't like to work, or she's a drug addict or an alcoholic. I am neither of those things.
Housing is the first thing you must have in order to be stable, whether you're a child or an adult, whether you're disabled in some way or not. But without housing, everything else falls apart. So we are the bedrock of change in society at the level that needs to be changed.